Hi everyone. Okay, so I have just finished my second week of work, so like full-time hours, like full hours. So I just wanted to make a video about that. I actually have a list of things I want to talk to you about. One is like school stuff, and then the other is just life in Japan. So I'm just gonna have this out that way I don't get too distracted. But yeah, let's get started. This is actually probably going to end up being 2 videos just because it is a lot of stuff to cover. So in the first one, I think I'm just going to talk about school life, and then in the second one, I'll talk about life in Fukui. So I just finished my second week of school. So it's been a bit crazy and a bit busy, and like I really wanted to post the video sooner, but I've been really like running all over the place. And the reason is because summer just ended, so this is the start of a new semester, and the beginning of like the fall semester is kind of full of different festivals and everything. So last weekend we had sports day. Sports day is like really crazy fun. It's kind of like field day in America, but like it involves the entire school and it involves like the entire day. So every student is placed into different teams at random. So you have the blue team, the red team, and the yellow team, and they all compete against each other doing different kinds of activities, whether it's tug of war, 3-legged race, or more unique activities involve one student literally walking over the backs of the other students and creating a chain, so like they race each other down the sports field, and it is insane. Like literally, like one kid is wearing a helmet and like walking across the backs of the other kids. Yeah, but it was really fun. I was actually on the yellow team, and we won! Yay, go yellow team! Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then this past weekend, I guess Saturday for me, because right now it's Tuesday, was actually cultural day. And it's not really about different cultures. It's more kind of like the kids just putting on like talent shows and different performances. It was really funny. Like these kids are characters. Like there's cross-dressing and like boys dancing up, dressing up as girls and like performing K-pop dances. So yeah, one thing that I've learned is that my students love K-pop, which is great because it's something that I can use to connect with them. They really like Twice, and I've been learning actually some of the dances to Twice songs. Yeah, and then we've been dancing like in the hallway, like dun, 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 dun. Yeah. It's really fun. But yeah, so cultural day, I actually ended up being in 2 different events. The first, I was actually in a skit with the principal. It's amazing. Like, okay, so in Japan, like there's a very strict structure, like hierarchy structure, and you'd think that like the principal is like super standoffish. Like I'm not even standoffish, just like above everyone else. But no, like my principal is so sweet, and she like comes and sits with the teachers and like talks to us, and she's kind of like adopted me in a way. She always like comes and finds me and like tries to talk to me in English, or I try and talk to her in Japanese, and like I don't know, she's just a lovely person. So I did a skit with her, and then I also joined the PTA chorus group. So that was interesting. You know, I became friends with some of my students' parents, and they really like me now because I joined their group. And I try to talk to them and everything, so it's a lot of fun. The teachers and the students are both amazing. They're so kind and so outgoing and just ready to talk to me. And like, I was warned before I came here that a lot of students and a lot of teachers like don't know how to say hello. Like, they may want to talk to you, but like they don't know how, they don't know what to say. But I'm so happy that that's not the case at my school, because they are really making an effort. Like, my students who comes to me like, oh, Kim, Miss Kim. And then I'm like, what do you want? And they're like, we just wanted to say hi. And I was like, you're so cute. And then and then my teachers, my coworkers and everything, they are so funny. They're always like trying to ask my opinion on something or just like invite me to things. It's really great. Like, I am definitely enjoying like being around like them and everything. Which kind of leads me to my next thing about school lunches. So one of the teachers, she's the Japanese calligraphy teacher. She often sits next to me at lunch, and it's kind of an experience for her because there's a lot of different things in Japanese school lunches that you would never find, one, or in America, and two, let alone a school lunch. But there's these little fish. They're called Niboshi. They are small, maybe like this big, whole fish. So you have the head and you have the tail. And then they're like lightly fried in something, and some seasoning or whatever. So I don't know. Sometimes sugar, soy sauce, and sesame seeds, and then sometimes it's like more curry flavor. I don't know. It changes. They are frightening. Like, literally frightening. So like, you have the entire fish, and like, that's fine. But then sometimes the head falls off. So you have the fish body and then you have the head. See, you can eat the fish body, okay, but then the head's just staring at you, and you're just like, I don't think I can just eat the face. And then the eyes are there, and then sometimes the eyes fall out, and like, your plate has literally like little dots of eyeballs everywhere. And I'm like, I don't want to eat this. It's not that it tastes bad necessarily. It doesn't taste good to me, but I can eat it. It's just the idea of eating a face, eating an eye, and like, you're eating a face and you're eating an eye. It's too much, and I can't do it. But anyway, so like, the Japanese calligraphy teacher sat next to me one day, and then like, the first school lunch that I ever got had these niboshi, the fish, on it. And so I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I have to try it, because I have to try everything, like, at least once. And so I take the niboshi with my chopsticks and put it in my mouth. And these things, it's like chewing on like fish bones. They're like thin and like crunchy, and it's just like, and if you bite it the wrong way, it's kind of sharp. It's not for me. So I ate the one, and then I kind of left them there. And then this teacher, she looks at me and she's like, not okay? And I said, not okay. And she started laughing. And like, it really is just terrible, because I mean, like, the kids are taught to eat everything. They're taught to not waste like even a grain of rice. And here I am, I cannot eat these fish. And so I asked, is it okay to not eat? And she said, fine. And I was like, it's not fine, but I'm not gonna eat them. So like, that day I didn't eat them. And the next day, calligraphy teacher sits next to me again, and I have niboshi again. I don't know why I keep getting niboshi. I guess when I choose my lunches, I can't see like the picture clearly enough, like, or it's too small or like too blurry, and I can't see if they have niboshi on it. And so I had niboshi for everything, even though the other lunch item didn't have niboshi. So I'm gonna have to look more carefully next time. Anyway, so yeah, I get niboshi again, and I eat maybe 5 out of the 15. She's like, oh, sugoi, you actually did it. You actually ate some. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying. She said, good job. And then another day I get these things again. And I'm like, oh, okay, today is the day. I have to eat them. And so I ate those little fish. One by one, I'm like, it was an experience, but I finished them, and the calligraphy teacher was so impressed. She was like, oh, good job. And then like the school nurse was sitting across me, and she's also like, oh, good job, you did it. And I was like, yeah, it was a success, definitely successful. And then since then, I don't like them still, but I can eat them now, and I have been finishing them, except for the heads, because then I leave the heads that fall off, because I don't think I can just eat a fish skull. Yeah, anyway, that's the Niboshi story, and I hope you guys get a chance to try Niboshi, because it is definitely different and interesting enough to be memorable. And they're just like slightly creepy looking, and it's kind of fun if you think about it. Like if you're into like that kind of like weird food experience, I highly suggest Niboshi. The other thing about school lunches is that they're always served with milk. Always served with milk. And like it's really weird now, because milk has kind of become a dessert for me, and like that's really strange. Like what kind of life is that where milk becomes dessert? Like it's so weird. But yeah, like the school lunches tend to be very healthy, and like the thing is they're really fresh, very, very fresh. Like they're cooked at school, which is amazing, because like that would never ever happen in America. Like you get your frozen stuff like just kind of slopped onto your plate or whatever. You have your green hot dogs that bounce when you drop them, like, but no, not in Japan. Japan, they actually give you like real food with real nutrition, and then milk. The milk is kind of weird. I mean, it's milk, but like you don't just drink milk in America. I feel like you always have it with something, and you just kind of drink the milk at the end of your lunch as like a palate cleanser or dessert thing. It's really weird, but yeah, I just kind of accepted it now. But yeah, okay, so what else? Different school rules. So some different school rules that you don't have to follow in America. So in Japan, they're all about cleanliness, like keeping things clean and pristine. And so when you enter the school, there's like an entrance area and then little cubbies on the wall. And inside those cubbies are your inside shoes. So before you step up into the school, you have to take off your outside shoes and get your inside shoes from your cubby. And then you can walk around with your inside shoes and leave your outside shoes in the cubby. And then when you leave, you just exchange them. Yeah, so like I'm not allowed to wear my inside shoes anywhere. Like they have to stay inside shoes for the entire time that I'm teaching, which is fine. It's just different. Like you don't have to worry about that in America. You just like walk in. Another thing is that there's always a cleaning period. So all of the a lot of Japanese schools don't hire janitors, or if they do, like maybe it's just one and like they're a maintenance person or like someone who takes care of like the garbage. My school has a guy like that, but the students are the ones that actually clean the school. So every day after 6th period, so it's around like 2:30, 3 o'clock sometimes, the students all line up against the wall with their little rags or like their little brooms and dustbins, and yeah, they all kind of be like, I don't even know what they say. I haven't learned what it is yet, but they kind of bow to each other and then say a phrase, probably something like, let's start cleaning or something, and then in silence they clean the entire school. So everyone has like a different job. So like one person will be like sweeping the mopping the floor, and the other person will be dusting the desks, and then another person will be like cleaning the bathroom. So they all clean their rooms and like the hallways and everything, and I also help them clean. So it's a really interesting experience, like just seeing them like diligently working without talking. But it's kind of cool. I like it, and it keeps the school really, really clean. yeah, so that's interesting. Also, teaching, how my teaching is going. So because of sports day and cultural day, a lot of the days have been kind of like the schedules have kind of been cut in half. So I've only had like morning classes, and then the afternoon is spent like rehearsing and practicing for cultural day and sports day. Yes. So I was mostly focusing on my self-intro lessons. And only like at the end of last week was I actually getting into real English lessons, like with the textbook, with my activities and all that stuff. But it's actually been really, really nice. There's always going to be students that aren't interested, and there's always students that are interested. But so far, the kids seem to really like me and seem to react positively whenever I give them something new. But I also just like making really fun activities where they can talk to each other, so that makes it more engaging. But they all think I look like Mori Izumi. And Mori Izumi is kind of like a variety star, like a variety show guest star. But she's also a model and has done a couple films, I think. But she's super famous because her dad is like a designer or something, or her grandfather was a designer. Someone was a designer in her family. But they all think I look like her, and they're starting to call me Mori Izumi, and I'm like, guys, no, I am Miss Kim, like, please stop. But I guess it's all in good fun. I don't know, we'll see how it goes if they continue doing that. But what else do I need to talk to you guys about? I have taken shoes off, school lunches, milk, fish, cleaning time. Yeah, overall, I'm just having a lot of fun with my school and my students and my teachers. I think it's great. Looking forward to continuing the rest of the semester and getting to learn my kids' names, because I know a couple of them right now, but I don't know all of them. Just getting to know them a bit more. It's gonna be great. Okay, I guess that's all for school life for now. If you have any questions, just let me know. I will answer them. So I guess I'm gonna move on to the next one, life in Fukui. So